Good morning. Welcome to Rutherford on this wonderful day. It's a great day to be in town. Hopefully, you'll come and visit. My name is Jimmy Dancy. I'm the proud mayor of this wonderful town. As you can tell, I am flying solo this morning. Jackson's preschool class is having a party at the park today, so he's getting ready for a good time there. So we'll be busy, but he'll be with us next Friday. But thank you again for joining us every Friday morning, 8:30, as we try to bring you what's happening in our wonderful town of Rutherford. A lot of activity happened this week. More is going to be happening next week. More is going to be happening today and tonight. So you're going to hear about that. So thank you for joining us. Thanks again to Magnolia and Doug for working in our control room to get us all running as fast as we can this morning. Everybody, come and visit us. It's a great time to be out. Weather's going to be great. Come and visit tonight, and some of the activities are going to be happening in the coming weeks. So thank you again for joining us every Friday morning at 8:30. Magnolia and Doug, I'll turn it over to you. We'll go down the road together.
Good deal. Good deal. Wow, it is a beautiful morning here in Rutherfordton, and it's been a busy week. I think we all three took a big yawn and a deep breath before we went on this morning. It's been a very productive week here in Rutherfordton. A lot of exciting things going on as we kick off into May. Happy Cinco de Mayo. I'm going to call it Happy Me Pubs Day because it's the only option in Rutherfordton for Mexican. And so why not celebrate at Me Pub, our favorite restaurant for Mexican food. So I know they've got a big celebration planned tonight, face painting, balloon art, I believe, giveaways, T-shirts. I'm sure plenty of cheese dip and guacamole and all your favorite Mexican foods. So go check them out tonight. Happy Cinco de Mayo.
I don't even think I realized that it was Cinco de Mayo. Like, this week has been so busy. Like, it's here. It's May 5th. We're here.
You were just so caught up in internationals or in Star Wars Day yesterday. I know.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I wish I was as caught up in it as Reagan because she looked absolutely amazing yesterday. Like, I had to FaceTime her just so I could see it for myself.
I felt so bad because I wanted to go over there, and just with the craziness of the day, I never made it over to the library. And I kept looking out the window, and they had so much activity going on, both inside and outside, with May 4th and Star Wars Day. And Mayor, you've been busy this week cutting ribbons and uncoupling hoses. So, been a busy week for that front too.
Well, we always thankful for the great events that happen in Rutherford. We have so many wonderful people that are enthusiastic about their projects going on. Involved a lot of ribbon cutting, which is always a highlight of that week or that day, because when we have a ribbon cutting of whatever reason, that means it's a vote of confidence for our town of Rutherford and people becoming a new partner. And it's exciting about we've got more to come. We've got some other places to be opening up soon, so we're excited about them. I know you're going to be talking about a lot of the other activities that we had this week. The fire department. I was at Kids Census yesterday. Duke Energy made a $10,000 award to Kids Census to subsidize free Fridays. The first Friday of every month is a free Friday at Kids Census. So we thank Duke Energy for doing it, and they're always very supportive. But a lot of activity going on, and I was tickled to death to be involved with it.
Yeah, so Tuesday we were able to celebrate over at the Mackin Group or Mackin Talent, which is over at 142 North Washington Street, right across First Street from Flywood Pizza. Flywood Pizza has moved out to their new location, and they're having a soft opening and going to have a grand reopening. I believe it's this weekend as well. And then, so right across from the Firehouse Inn is Mackin Talent. If you've been here for a while and know Rutherfordton, it was the old West & Sons auto repair shop and garage. It was a fueling and service station before that. And they have holistically renovated and restored that building and changed the use to office. And so Um, about 2/3 of the office, the area that was the old office area and kind of bookkeeping area, the storage area where the bathrooms were, that is now office area for Mac and Talent, and they've got 4 folks on here. That is their East Coast headquarters, and then the old garage area where the 2 drive-in bays, those doors have been redone to beautiful glass doors with entry on them. And that space is now co-working space. So there are 3 offices there that are fully closed and soundproof. There's some drop offices or just a kind of a standing desk that you can come in and set up your shop for the day. Great Wi-Fi. And then just some other unique ways to have some drop-in office style, some couches, comfortable seating areas. And so that's going to be pretty neat because you'll have access to high-speed Wi-Fi. You'll have access to a copier, break room, kitchen, and bathrooms, that kind of thing. So, really neat to kind of see that concept of office space here in Rutherfordton. And we're just delighted to see that transition continue. The next phase is the building right behind it. We call it the feed and seed. Some people call it the terrarium. But now that they've got this phase open, they're going to be getting the full restoration and renovation of that for additional office space. So can't thank the Mackin Group enough. There's so many local folks that were involved in that, but their CEO, Andy Mackin from Ireland, because it's an Irish-based company, I want to thank them for making an investment here in Rutherfordton.
Had the opportunity to meet Andy. What a huge investment he is making in our community. If you ever have a chance, go by and speak to the staff. If he's there, try to take the opportunity to see him and just thank him for his commitment to our community. So it was a great day, and they've done such work and continue to be excitement about what they want to do in the future. So we welcome them to Ruffton, and so it's great to have them on board.
I was kidding with Dan Maples from Maples on Main. They're getting really close to their opening date too. I think sometime later this month they'll make a formal announcement. But from what I understand, they're trying to get open before the end of this month is their goal. And I was talking to him yesterday. He has ordered some type of syrup suit to go out on Main Street and drum up business for breakfast. And I told him, he got us in a sticky situation with the syrup suit. And I had some puns.
Well, I'll be more than happy to pour it on.
Yeah, exactly. But not so sticky and a little bit more tricky. Next week, we've got something that's going to make a quack in Kiwanis Park. And Magnolia, I was peeking in your office this morning. Did you order some gigantic ducks?
So I've been really trying to think of something cool for like the first, second, and third place prizes for the Duck Dash Derby. And I was just thinking, and I was like, I wonder if they make gigantic ducks. And yes, they do. They make really big ducks. So these will be the prizes for first, second, and third place. I do have some other really amazing prizes that support our local businesses downtown. I don't want to give too much away too fast, but it's definitely a wonderful opportunity to get involved and to give back because all of the proceeds will go to the Cystic Fibrosis Foundation.
And that is a fun event. Next Friday, I encourage you to come and be a part over in Kiwanis Park and be sure to be a part of that. It's great to see everybody along the creek bank watching the ducks come down. I am envious. Jackson got a lot of the fast ducks right early, but Magnolia told me that she has some fast ducks still. So if you would like to, right there's one of them. He's riding high already. So if you'd like to come and be a part of that great event, the race is still open. You're welcome to come by Town Hall and pick out your ducks, and maybe I can get Jackson to be with us next Friday and show some of his ducks that he's entering. But it's going to be a fun afternoon, and look forward to it.
Yeah, and we still have ducks for sale in town hall. I want to say that we might have ducks the day of the race if anybody wants to like kind of slide in, but we only have so many ducks, and once they're sold out, they are sold out. So definitely come by town hall to get your duck. They are $5 a piece or 2 for $10.
No, the best deal is 4 for $20. The best deal, hands
True.
down, is 4 for $20. I've been
You
telling
get more
everybody.
that way. Yeah.
Yeah. You got 4 ducks and it's 4 for $20. It's perfect. That's the best way to go.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, yes. So I see Brandon Higgins' comment come in. You know, I've never done a milk suit. Magnolia's got me in an elf suit before, a pig suit, hot dog.
You did the hot dog all
T-Rex.
by yourself.
No. I mean, you started the whole elf thing.
I did do that.
And that was the downward cycle for all of these things. So, Brandon, if you've got a milk suit, at this point, bring it on, brother. Bring it on. Yeah, that's gonna be fun. So, Duck Dash Derby next Friday night. Derby starts at 7:00 along along the creek there in Kiwanis Park. After the Duck Dash Derby, we will have a movie. It will be Bad Boys, the animated Bad Boys, not
the bad guys.
The Bad Guys. Bad Boys was not animated. Bad Guys is animated. And I did get a chance to preview that over spring break with my daughters, and it's a pretty funny little movie. I'm excited. I'm excited to see the crowd reactions. If you've watched it, drop a comment. Let us know what you thought. Yeah, pretty funny little movie. And all that, like Magnolia said, all the proceeds that we raise that night are going to go towards Cystic Fibrosis Foundation and their work in trying to assist families and to support research for cystic fibrosis. So it's going to be a fun night. It's always a fun night to watch the smiling faces as the ducks go down the creek and everybody just running along and seeing whose duck is winning and what duck got stuck on a rock, or it's just a fun time. Yeah.
It'd be a nice night to be in the park too. So it's a great time to enjoy the park, and a great event like that makes it fun for the whole family.
All right, so we talked about Mackin Group on Tuesday. Wednesday, we had a town council meeting, pretty lively town council meeting. A lot of things on their agenda, a lot of things moving the community forward. So first and foremost, we had some old business with the social district, and that social district's been something we've been talking about for quite some time now in partnership with Rutherford Town Rising, RTR as we call it here. About trying to bring some more vibrancy to downtown and allowing the ability for people to be more social with their alcoholic beverages, to be able to go into different businesses, take time to stroll the streets, and give more reason for economic development and economic traffic downtown, and let businesses do things that they maybe haven't done in the past, even from a fundraising standpoint. So really excited about the social district. Magnolia has put a lot of heart, sweat, and tears into that, and working with the RTR board, Jim Masick, and many others over there, trying to work with our business community and our alcoholic beverage control license holders in downtown. I know they're all excited. So Magnolia, I'm going to let you kind of talk about what the board voted on and what people can expect in the short term before we launch the social district.
Of course. So the ordinance that we presented was basically establishing the social district. So the town council voted on the ordinance itself, but also amended the hours and days of operation of the social district. So to not create any confusion, they approved from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. 7 days a week. So it's really exciting. We still have a lot of work that we have to get done before this is fully in operation and people are able to take advantage of this opportunity. The North Carolina General Statutes requires us to send the ordinance and the map and all of these other details over to the ABC Commission in Raleigh. So we still have to order signs and do all of that kind of work. So it's going to be maybe July, middle of summer, before this is like ready to go. But we have quite a lot of education and outreach about how to do this correctly, because we don't want to create more trash in our downtown or create more burden on our police officers to respond to calls in our downtown area. So we want to do it right. We want to do it in a productive manner that, encourages economic prosperity in our downtown area. So we have a whole lot of work to do, but we're really excited for this to come. For anyone that doesn't know, the background of the social district, we have called it the Mint District, which plays off of the Beckler Mint. I think I have some cups right here, but I think it's like a super cute logo and everything. So I'm really excited about it. But yeah.
Yes, that's the culmination of some work, and like Magnolia said, it's still not. Don't take your open containers out this weekend. Fab is still okay. Stay inside the Fab district tonight, but be on the lookout, like Magnolia said, sometime maybe in July, late to midsummer, for us to make an official launch. We'll be working with all of our business owners there, but really excited about that. We'll be working with all of the folks that serve alcohol downtown. They will be knowledgeable about when this launches. They'll have the materials. They'll have the FAQs for you to read. We'll put all that over our social media when we get close to that. But really, really, again, just can't be more thrilled to find another way for businesses to thrive downtown. And that's really what this is about, is just continuing to add tools in their toolbox to ensure that our businesses are vibrant, that our downtown is vibrant, and that eventually, maybe one day, you'll convince all of us here at Town Hall that there is a parking issue.
And I want to take the opportunity, Doug, to thank everybody that has worked prior today on that project and still have some work to do. But that's something that just came up because of their interest, and they have worked from the beginning and continued. It is a challenge to try and bring it all together and get ideas, so many ideas from our participating businesses in town. So thanks to everyone that is assisting with that. And I think for us to work together, we can make it successful, and hopefully make it successful for our business in town.
Yep. I also presented the upcoming fiscal year manager's recommended budget at our meeting. This budget document is available here at Town Hall for review in hard copy. There's a notebook that looks just like this out on the front desk. There's a notebook that's available at Norris Public Library. It looks just like this, bright yellow notebook. Can't miss it. It's got all the information about our budget in there, and the presentation printed off in it. It's also available on our website, right on our homepage, rutherton.net. It's also available on the link out on our homepage that we do our town council meetings on. You can see both the recommended budget document and the presentation there. I do encourage you to look through the presentation. I encourage you to read the budget manager's message. That's about 2 pages in, and it really takes all of that information and outlines it in more of a narrative format. Full truth in lending on the budget recommendation. This year being a tax revaluation year, we have done a calculation that we call our revenue neutral budget calculation. So basically, as your property value has gone up, at what level should we reduce the tax rate so that across the board, on average, that everybody's tax bill remains as flat as possible. Now, that's difficult to do because there's 4,200 parcels inside the city limits of Rutherford. So depending on how much your value went up comparative to somebody else's value, and whether your property is residential, multifamily, commercial, industrial, there's a variety of different properties in town. And so this looks at all of those across the board and says, hey, what is that tax rate? So this past year we were at 59 cents. And values went up, so the property tax rate has now come down to 47 cents. That is my recommendation, is to go from 59 down to 47. And so if you're curious about what that means, you can take your property value, divide it by 100, multiply it by 0.47, and that'll give you your approximate tax bill for the town of Rutherford, without any, if you've got exemptions or withholdings on that you've filed with the tax office. So on average, most of our residential properties increased in value at a much higher rate than our multifamily properties and our commercial properties and our industrial properties. So even though we have tried to bring that tax rate down, I do anticipate that a lot of our residential properties will pay a little bit more in property tax next year. And I say a little bit more, $150 to maybe $175 for a normal house here in Rutherford, and just because that value has increased so significantly. Your property value has gone up somewhere in the neighborhood of 40 to 60%, depending on what type of home you have and where you are from a location standpoint. And so even though we've brought that value down, I do anticipate Full Truth in Lending that there'll be somewhere less than a $200 tax bill for most of those properties. Now, if you've got a home that's valued much more than that, of course, it's going to be a little bit more. But that allows us to continue services moving forward. And the biggest part of this year's budget presentation is the Capital Facilities Reserve, for us to begin saving funds and using funds to plan for the future of the town hall and the future of our police department, to ensure that we have a high quality building to serve the community for gathering and for doing the business of the town and the business of all of our nonprofit partners and boards and commissions. But moreover, to ensure that we have a top-notch police department. We're starting to run out of space from storage, for evidence, for file storage, for offices. As we grow and continue to serve the community, it's very dire for us to ensure that we have the best officers, we have the best equipment. Now we need the best facility in order to continue to keep and retain the best servants for our community. So I'm really excited about that. And then you'll be hearing more about that process as we move forward. But definitely encourage you to read that. If you have questions, feel free to reach out to me or Sonia Outling, our finance director. We'll be glad to answer them for you. There is a public hearing at our June meeting, and so it gives you an opportunity to come out and express your thoughts and comments. But I would be remiss to say that there are, as we have always talked about our action plan process, and a lot of you that are watching this morning have been key influencers in our action plan process. There are over 20 projects and initiatives from our action plan this year funded and moving forward in this year's manager's recommended budget.
Well, the council started their conversations concerning the budget. We will continue to talk and deal into it a little bit deeper, and hopefully make a recommendation that we will have our public hearing and hear the comments, if any, from our citizens. So we're at that process that we are looking at the future of Rutherford and where we want to go. And so it's a very exciting time, very challenging time, but this is when we start putting on paper as to where we want to be down the road. So I thank all the council members' conversation and look forward to continue that.
Moving away from council meeting, well, I guess last thing at the council meeting, Mayor, I know this is probably got to be your favorite month. You get the culmination of the budget presentation, but moreover, you get to celebrate, 2/3 of the town staff in our police department and our public works department. So, not sure who thought about this on a national level, but May is both hosts National Police Week and National Public Works Week. Now, they're not the same week; they're back-to-back weeks. But Mayor, you got a chance to recognize those two departments and do some proclamations for National Police Week and National Public Works Week.
And it's somewhat a shame that we do not get to thank those people that do so much for our town every single day. And so it's nice to honor those departments and let them know that we do think about them, and our citizens appreciate what they bring forth. It's extremely important for what they do for our community and for all of our people in this area. So we thank those people that work in those departments, and you do such an outstanding job for us and for our citizens. And on behalf of those citizens that do not have an opportunity to say something to you, I want to personally say thank you for the work that you do and the professional way that we go about doing our business and handling our responsibilities. So it's a great honor to make a special week this month to honor those people and let them know we're going to celebrate them the whole month and thank them for what they do for our community.
And then yesterday, if you've got National Police Week in a month, and you got National Peace Officers Day in a month, and then you've got National Public Works Week in a month, I guess the firefighters just decided that they had to throw their name in the hat too. So not only was yesterday Star Wars Day, but it was also International Firefighters Day. And Mayor, you got to join almost all of the fire department in a special presentation yesterday afternoon. Tell everybody what happened at 4:00 yesterday.
It was a special day to not only look at the revamped fire department, what they've done over there, and to meet all those people. We had a great, outstanding in attendance. People from adjoining communities wanted to come and congratulate the fire department and what they've done. The fire department is, I think, 27, 28 years old, but it looks brand new with all the work that they've done. And to revamp inside and to where those people that work there, making it a little bit better working conditions, and just uplifted the whole building. And it gives you a sense of pride that I share with them and what they do and the responsibility they have for our community. But it was a great afternoon, and thanks again for all our attendees being there, the council, and like I said, some other dignitaries, but the real important people, the firemen, women, both were there. So thank you and it was a great honor to be a part of that service and ceremony.
Yeah, and I know he doesn't have Facebook. I know he's not going to watch, but if you see him out in the community, we got to also celebrate yesterday. Instead of doing a ribbon cutting at the fire department, Chief Harold came up with a hose uncoupling. So took a fire hose, uncoupled the hose, and kind of dropped that instead of a ribbon cutting. And it was really kind of a fun moment because Calvin McGinnis, who is a volunteer member of the fire station, this year he celebrates 50 years of service to the town of Rutherton in his volunteerism at Rutherton Fire and Rescue. And so Chief Harold asked him to uncouple the hose. And so just want to give a big shout out to Calvin McGinnis. It's a long time for somebody to be dedicated towards service of the community. And so want to give him a big thank you. If you know Calvin or if you see Calvin out this year, please give him a big pat on the back and tell him thank you. He still responds to fire calls and still is integral as part of the camaraderie and brotherhood over at the fire station. So, Calvin, thank you for your service.
I wanted to say thank you to Calvin also. He's been very instrumental, not only being a fireman for that long, but he was extremely instrumental in getting our fire truck back, which got to look at yesterday, and it has come a long way, and it looks great. And I get excited now every time I see it about what we're going to be able to show it to the public real soon. But Calvin is a major portion of why we have that in our presence now and working on it to get it in first class condition. So I join with you in thanking Calvin for his service and for his continued commitment to our town. So he has done a great job.
One of the things that we are looking forward to is we are working, kind of switching gears here. We're working hand in glove with the Kiwanis Club. We are looking at this year, we're trying to raise dollars towards the creation of the Eric Wells Memorial Shelter over at Kiwanis Park. And thanks to everybody's donations so far, we are over the $30,000 threshold. Matter of fact, we are closing in quickly on $39,000 raised so far of a $100,000 budget. And what we're trying to do is get to $50,000 and then be able to match that with another $50,000 gift. And so one of the options that's coming up is the Kiwanis auction, and I know that will help support at some level the commitment from the Kiwanis Club. There's also bricks available from the Kiwanis Club to go towards the shelter project. Those will be installed in the Memorial Brick area at Kiwanis Park. And the link for giving is still open. We can share the link below from the run sign up from the Purple Martin Fabulous 4 Miler. But Mayor, you guys have I want to switch gears, switch shirts, switch hats for you. Mayor is also an avid Kiwanian, and you guys have something fun and exciting coming up next Saturday. Not this Saturday, but next Saturday. You've got something fun and exciting coming up with the Kiwanis Club.
Well, the Kiwanis Club has been in existence, closing in to 100 years in Rutherford. And our largest fundraiser of the year is what is called the Kiwanis Auction. And we've been doing the Kiwanis Auction for close to 50 years itself. So that will be happening next Saturday over at the maintenance building and start about 10 o'clock, something like that. And we had to stop doing it during the COVID days, but now we're back in the swing of things. And as I said, that is our largest fundraiser of the year. It goes to support all the youth in our community, everything that, all the different projects dealing with youth. That's what the youth use those funds for. And everything, all those funds, they don't go toward the Kiwanis Club at all. And they're used to go toward all the different projects dealing with youth in our community. So we encourage you to come out. We have an auctioneer, and we auction all the items that we have. And I'll even pitch now, if you might have something you think would be good for our auction, get in touch with me or Quanian, let us know, and we'll get somebody in touch with you. So get in touch with us and come on out next Saturday, and we'll have a fun day for the Kiwanis auction. I appreciate you mentioned it. And I'm going to have to drop off here. I've got a 5-year-old, I'm sure, is ready to go to the park and have fun. And so I do not want to interfere with the fun part. So I'm going to have to pick off. But thanks again to Magnolia Doug and letting me be a part of the morning. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. Get in touch with us. Show up every Friday morning, and love to have you be a part of all the events, things going on tonight, next week. If you're in Rutherford, you're going to find something to do, and we're going to make sure. Thank you, and have a great weekend.
Bye, Mayor.
Goodbye.
I'm not frozen.
You're not frozen.
I think we covered all the topics. We talked about
we haven't talked about all the topics.
We haven't talked about Fab tonight.
No, it is a Fab night.
And I'm going to tell you, I am super excited about tonight. I don't know if everybody's kind of paid attention to the Fab lineup. We shared it on our story with all the great things that are going to be at Fab tonight and kind of going on. But have you seen much about this Dance of Hope tour that's going to be here? I am telling you, I am jazzed up about seeing this performance tonight. If you don't know much about the Dance of Hope tour, please check it out. I think it's going to be a mix of history, heritage, education, and just a culture. They are an African, I'm going to probably butcher it and not do them the justice, but they're like an African dance tribe that also has traditional African music to go along with their dance interpretation and performance. And they are on they're on a tour of the entire United States. And they're going to be stopping here in Rutherford tonight as a part of Fab. And I definitely encourage you, if you've not been out to a Fab in a while, if you've not been out to one of our Friday night events in a while, you're going to want to come out to Main Street Park tonight, starting at 6 o'clock, to see that performance.
Okay, so what is on Fab's Facebook page is that Dance of Hope is Africa's leading youth-based arts education program. These joyous performers and cultural ambassadors share the power of music and dance globally. So they tour all over the world, and they're going to be here tonight at Fab.
Yeah, I can't wait. There's going to be, I know they're working with Dreaming Stone, and there's going to be more chairs available in Main Street Park now with the new stage and the new furniture there. A lot of that's movable now. So bring your lawn chairs, bring your folding chairs, your camp chairs, your baseball chairs, whatever you call them, the ones you keep in the back of the car for all the events. Pop that out, bring it out tonight. Come on down to Main Street Park. You're going to want to be a part of this kind of performance. I know a lot of times we've got just live music or bands from around the region, and they're great. Don't get me wrong. We've had some fantastic acts But this is just a little different and a little bit more cultural and more of an experience. And I'm ready to see it. I'm ready to see it come to life.
Do you know what time that performance is happening?
I want to say 6 o'clock.
Okay, so like right first thing whenever FAP starts.
I want to say 6 o'clock. Yeah.
Okay.
If you're there at 6 o'clock and it doesn't start until a little later, hey, at least you're there.
True. You'll probably get a good seat because it's
Bingo.
going to be packed.
You're going to get a good seat. Leave your seat, leave a little bit of your stuff there, and then go check out some of the vendors. Grab a dog from Jakey Dogs, grab some catfish from Carolina Catfish Company and go enjoy it.
Stop by the Ruffton Roots table because they'll be there tonight.
All these things and more.
I know. It's crazy.
All right. Now I think we've covered everything.
I think so.
Oh, we know what we didn't cover? Today is Sarah Stover's birthday.
Yes, I saw that. And I was waiting for a big opportunity.
Sarah. Happy birthday. Happy birthday.
We could probably
Kevin wished her a happy birthday. Thank you, Kevin, for joining in on that.
Yeah, we would sing to you, but it would not be good for the air at all.
No, we'd have no more viewers.
No.
Tuesday, I overheard that, Magnolia, you're the face of Brewtiful Mornings. You're the beautiful face of Brewtiful Mornings. So if I start singing, right now we only have a few followers anyway, so we'll have zero.
Lord. And just one other announcement, I did drop the link for the Purple Martin Fabulous 4-miler donate link. It is still live, even though that this 4-miler race has already happened. So if you do want to donate to the cause and the overall money fundraising for the Eric Wells Memorial Shelter, you can still do that there.
Yeah, we're going to leave that up until we reach our $5,000 goal on that website. And so right now we are at $4,205. So just a little shy of $800 to go for our goal to get to the 5,000 through that website. And so definitely encourage you. There's a great opportunity to share in that. And the shelter is just going to be an amazing part of Kiwanis Park. It really is. I mean, that's one of our most utilized parks now. I anticipate with the new playground equipment that's coming for Crestview Park that, hopefully that'll get some great use too with the new equipment. And then this morning I was up at 2nd Street Park working with some of our contractors and trying to lay out some options for the park. That's going to be an amazing little space too, a little pocket park right tucked into the heart of the redevelopment zone. And kind of some great new housing that's coming to life in that area. But that park will have a basketball court, picnic shelter, bathrooms, some really unique play equipment, and just a fun place to kind of hang out in Rutherfordton too. So got some great park options coming along in 2023.
Absolutely. Doug, when is the playground equipment supposed to be installed at Crestview? Sorry.
Yeah, so it was supposed to begin next week. Tomorrow is also Fun Day in the Park with Rutherfordton Little League. How dare I forget that? I'm telling you, you forget all these things. Tomorrow from 11 to 3 is a Fun Day at the park with Rutherfordton Little League. They're going to have inflatables. They're going to have a home run derby. They've got all kinds of, they got a couple, 2-3 food trucks coming. I know they've got a snow cone truck coming. There's going to be raffle prizes. They're just having a fun day in the park tomorrow from 11 to 3. Go check them out at Crestview Park. The new playground equipment was slated to be here next week, and there has been some manufacturing delays in a couple of the key components to that, and it's looking like it's going to be the 3rd week of the month now. So we're still trying our best to get that done before school lets out and before the Memorial Day weekend. But that's going to be a little bit of a delay with some manufacturing things. So
they're going to have an axe throwing inflatable.
Oh yeah, 11 to 3, Crestview Park. Check them out. Yeah, and I think we've shared the link to some of that equipment. The playground equipment that we've got coming for Crestview is very similar to the playground equipment that's there now, just more refreshed, a little newer, a little different nuances, but very similar design to what's there now. The playground equipment at Second Street Park, not quite ready to share that with you. We have made the order. We're doing some layouts on that, but that is going to be some really unique, kind of futuristic play. It's a tight little play area. So we try to find as much as we could to kind of in a compact spot, but that is going to be some really cool futuristic play stuff. And I know that I know it's going to be pretty fun. So matter of fact, the third grade class, the entire third grade from Rutherton Elementary was here at Town Hall, and we had some options for the play equipment that we were working with. And we said, hey, why don't we just let the third graders make the final call? And we got all the third graders in my office, literally. I'm going to show you a picture if I can find it. We got all the third graders in my office, and we had them vote, and they voted for the playground equipment. That was the final vote. And so I gotta find that. That was a fun day. Were you here that day, Magnolia?
I was in and out that day.
Oh.
But I don't know. I honestly do not know how you managed to fit every third grader in your office. Yeah.
So we got them all. We got them all in here, and
Squeezed in like sardines.
And you can see that there's the drawings on the table somewhere, and we showed them the options, and they voted as a group, and it was so much fun. They were so excited. Look at them all just cheesing. So yeah, it was a good day. And then of course, you got to take the silly photo.
Yeah. That's awesome.
But yeah, that's coming. 2023. It's gonna be a good year. Today, matter of fact, in this hour right now, starting now between 9 and 10, if you're out driving around, swing through John Smith Road. They're gonna be setting another house down at Creekwood Meadows. They set one on Wednesday. They're setting one today. Continuing the progress and the work there at Creekwood Meadows. So everything's kind of moving forward, and that's all part of the manager's recommended budget this year, from housing to parks to trails to service to outreach to movies in the park to new programs at Norris Library, all the great things that our staff is doing here. Proud to be a part of what our team is doing to serve this community.
That's so exciting.
All right. Now we got the full rundown. You got Fab tonight. You got Fun Day in the Park tomorrow with the Rutherton Little League, 11 to 3 at Crestview Park. Next week, you've got, I'm sure, plenty of options to volunteer at Rutherton Roots and their work days throughout the week. Next Friday, you've got the Duck Dash Derby. Come by, get your ducks, 4 for $20. That's the best deal, and we don't have to make change. Movie night after that at dusk. Bad guys.
The bad guys.
Bad guys, not bad boys.
No.
Bad guys.
Yeah.
Yep. And then Saturday, save your money. Go to the Kiwanis auction.
Next Saturday.
Next Saturday. Buy it all up.
What kind of items do they have there?
If you can dream it, they have it. And the other secret that I was talking to, Dr. Scott Lawrence. The Kiwanis auction, I really believe that that's what Dr. Lawrence lives for. That's the culmination of his year, is the Kiwanis auction. And because he's always looking for a deal. Like, you see him out walking around town on a Saturday morning, he's looking for yard sales so he can find something cheap and donate it to the auction, and he's always looking for the creme de la resistance for the auction, right? He said the trick is, even if you just want to go, like, just to be part of the auction, just bid on some stuff, even if you don't want it, and then you can donate it back to the Kiwanis Club, and they'll use it in next year's auction.
Oh my gosh.
Just the art of like being involved in the auction is fun, but who cares what it is? If you're going to donate $50 to the $100 or whatever it is to the Kiwanis Club, like the mayor said before, all the money that they raise from that goes back to the youth in our community. They're big supporters of the Norris Library. They're big supporters of the elementary schools. They're big supporters of the scouting program, both boys and girl scouting. And I know many other activities in the community that they're very big sponsors of when it comes to youth and youth outreach. And so, donate. If you're just looking to donate some funds, it's a fun way to do it. It's a fun way to just get involved in the auction. And, you might end up donating $125 when you only wanted to donate $85 just because you got caught up in the auction process. So go out there and do it. And if you don't want the thing you've bought, just tell them to keep it and put it in next year's auction.
That's awesome.
Yep.
Lord, I think that's everything, right?
All right. Hey, and if it's not, we tried the best we could to get you all the information that we know about.
It's been a week.
It has. Happy first week of May. Happy Cinco de Mayo. Definitely want to go by, check out our friends at Mi Pueblito tonight. Go by, check them out, then get up to Main Street Park at 6:00 for the Dance of Hope and the Dance of Hope tour. Not sure how long their performance will go, so you always have time to come up. If you can't get in Mi Pueblito at 4 or 5 o'clock to get there before 6, come out, check the Dance of Hope, then swing down to Mi Pueblito and come on back up for the rest of Fab. So it's going to be a fun night in downtown Rutherford. No matter how you choose it, have fun in Rutherford, and we'll see you back next week.
Happy Friday.
Whenever lost, whenever down, you know what to do.